What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. This is Pokestocks here, and in this episode I'll be going over, guys, weekly market trends and weekly market buys that you should be looking to pick up in your collection. Of course, if you guys want to go ahead and be part of an amazing community, aka a great family, then join the Discord down below. We are approaching nearly 800 members. Thank you guys so much for the insane growth. Of course, I try to be as active as I can, always just being there for you guys. And remember, none of this is financial advice. Take this for your own opinion. Guys, please hear me out. This is nothing regarding my content at all. I've just gotten some people who have said, Pokestocks, there is a bot on your YouTube channel commenting stuff on your shit. So, like, guys, just keep this in mind. If there's someone who's commenting under my name with weird things, bro, just know that ain't me. I respond to every comment in a few words and obvious stuff. Someone says, great video, I'm gonna say thank you. But there's been some weird guys, and I even saw them, of someone guy like promoting real estate under Pokestocks. I'm like, bro, guys, just use common sense. If you see me comment something under your comment that looks nothing like me or nothing like I would preach, keep that in mind, just that for you guys' protection and safety. Unfortunately, we're in a world today that people are trying to scam, do everything under, high-end names. So keep that in mind. I do want to start this video, guys, off with trainer galleries because, yes, trainer galleries are definitely doing really well. And I sort of said this in July, June, especially I preached this a lot in August. Trainer galleries are continuing to do consistent and actually taking off in some ways. Now, I do want to go back to this picture because I posted this in my announcements tab on 3 days ago now, where I practically took a picture of the current pricing of every single trainer gallery. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look back at this 1 month from that day, which is going to be September 31st, whatever, September 30th, whatever the month ends of September. And I'll be looking back at this, guys, and seeing how much the prices have moved, gone up, or gone down. 99% chance they're all going to go up. But let's just look how much they moved in 3 days. So the Gengar market price 27. The Gengar right now is a market price of 31. We have the Umbreon market price of 73. Right now 75. We have the Starmie market price of 98. The Starmie today market price of 98. So let's just do one more for the fun of it. We have the Mew Gold 15. Now it's 17. So stuff is starting to pick up. Of course, not yip yapping, guys, just using solid facts. Obviously, data proves, data does not lie. Up a few dollars. Now, it's just 3 days. Don't expect to see $100 increase in prices, right? This is common sense. But I'm starting to see that consistent growth. Guys, I still think trainer galleries across the entire board are great plays because you're picking up very high quality, solid Pokemon cards like the Umbreon VMAX, a Sylveon VMAX, or a Rayquaza VMAX. Instead of paying hundreds or thousands of dollars for a raw copy of, the original one, you're picking up a very solid, like, people hate on this stuff. People say, oh, it's just a knockoff version, guys. That's complete BS. These cards are still very strong. In the past 3 months, they're showing that. For example, if I click on the Umbreon, right? Guys, this thing had an all-time low of 55 in August. I was saying, guys, please buy it, bro. Please, you're not going to regret this. And we're all the way up to 74 right now, up 15%. And it's literally on the rise to its all-time high. I think it will pass that very shortly. But again, doing very well. Obvious play in the market. If you were to ask me, Pokestocks, which one is the best one, if you guys want to take it that far, totally up to you. But what I'm currently chasing, guys, is stuff that I know will do solid. I think picking up, any of the ones on the top 3 rows are probably going to be your best bet. I'm chasing the evolutions because I know evolutions are what caused the 2020 hype and what's caused the 2025 hype. And I do think that if we have more evolutions released in Mega Evolution, which most likely will happen, we're probably going to see another massive gain in the evolution market. So you're getting yourself great consistent plays right now and then a possible boom later on. Next up, guys, we have the Charizard VMAX from Shining Fates. Still, I think this is a great play. I just went over this in my last video. Of course, switching it up nearly every single time. But in terms of everything, guys, if you look at the past year, this thing is up 26%. That's not a lot of movement, especially how much every other card has moved. And look at Paldean Fates, look at Ended Fates. Those Charizard cards are going for hundreds of dollars, while this one is still at 100. The main reason why I think this is a great buy is because Sword and Shield is really, guys, that old of an era now. Like, it is. And I think we're going to start to see, people going and turning to these underrated cards that are still severely undervalued. And they're going to be picking them up. They're going to be buyouts, market manipulations. I think that will happen. I think you still have time. Like, if you're kind of worried about, I'm going to miss out today, that could happen. That could happen. I can't predict the market, but I think the Charizard VMAX is something that you come back to in 1 week, and it's still going to be around 105, maybe 110, getting a little bit of value, but not much. So I think, guys, this is a great play. And I know a lot of people are picking this up. A lot of people in the Discord saying, Pokesucks, look what I just got. Got the Treasure View Mac from Shining Fates. I'm like, let's go. Awesome. Very, very nice. I think it's a great pickup, guys. We also have Surging Sparks. Now, I did have someone in my Discord say, Surging Sparks is a great buy right now. It's really underrated in the month of September. And that's a very valid point. In some ways, that is true. For example, the ETB is currently at its all-time low, and I think it's proving that. Of course, not my opinion here, guys, right? Look at the floor. It tends to be around $75. If you guys don't know what happened, Costco did a massive reprint of the ETB and booster bundle. I do think that the Surging Sparks ETB is something that if you don't have a Surging Sparks ETB, if you don't want to really miss out, you just want to buy at the neutral ground. I think picking up around one right now, guys, for a solid price of 76. Of course, if you want to buy the Costco bundle, which I think is going for around like 110 maybe right now, so that's might be a little bit of a better purchase for a price to pack ratio, whatever you want to call it. But I think if you just want to buy the ETB, I think picking one up right now is probably going to be the best bet. Keep it in mind, guys, and I'm saying this in ways of just foreshadowing using common sense. Pokemon has a lot of printing to do. They have to reprint Destin, they have to reprint Journey Together, Black Bolt, White Flare, and they have Mega Evolution coming out. So there's, theoretically speaking, 4 sets ahead. Surging Sparks, we already just got a massive print run, so I think they're going to take a little break from Surging, so I think they'll start to gain a lot more value, and I think the ETBs are definitely going to start picking up in price once again after that time. Then I also have the booster box. This is the main thing he was talking about. The booster box is a great buy, practically set. And theoretically speaking, if we look at every other booster box and how it's performing, Surging Sparks is theoretically, you know, kind of under the radar. I mean, its Destiny Rivals is what, 350? Journey Together, I believe, is like 250. What's another good booster box right now? Dude, everything is a special set, bro. It's so crazy to think about. But yeah, nearly every single booster box, guys, is pushing really high numbers right now. And Surging at 250, I don't think it's bad. However, this is my take. This is my opinion, completely off track for investing wise, but like, I think we're gonna have a massive reprint of booster boxes. I think it's something Pokemon has to do, not something they will debate on. And it's just due to the fact, guys, is that they have a TCG. They have, you know, to keep this stuff in supply. I know that we're really behind right now in terms of printing. Destiny Rivals almost a $350 booster box, and it just came out. But I think it's going to come down. I think it will. I think, you know, when Pokemon puts their printers, switch it on over to Destin will fall. And I think same thing with Surging. If we look at the past, year of this set, which is almost going to be 1 year old now, which is kind of crazy, we really never saw a massive downfall. We just saw it like level off at around 250. And you could do what you want. I'm going to say it. I think it's a good buy. I think this is the neutral ground of Surging Sparks. You know, like every other booster box, they're all having a neutral ground of around 250. So you could take that for what you want, but I really want to go crazy over this right now, guys. I think there's a lot better plays in the current market. I just brought this up because someone in the Discord wanted me to. No problem. If you guys have any recommendations, let me know in the comment section. We also have 151, and I talk so much about 151 now because a lot of you guys like it. Views are obviously a lot higher on 151 videos, so I'm going to make more 151 videos because you guys enjoy it. Here's a quick feet in the water type scenario right now. I'm not going to go all in depth, but I still think the best 151 product and one of the best weekly buys is going to be Blooming Waters. What a shocker. OMG. Guys, breaking news. We're going to see it past its all-time high. Blooming Waters had its all-time high in January for around 142, and now we're at 147. Now, I want to show you guys one thing just using complete facts here, using the calculator. I do want to go over the Blooming Waters and the 151 booster bundle. So if we currently look at the current price of a 151 pack, market price is nearly $12.71. Keep that in mind. Blooming Waters has 12 packs inside of it for a market price of $140. 151 booster bundles have 6 packs, guys, in it for a market price of $90. We'll round it up a little bit, give it more favor. 140 divided by 12, $11.66. 90 divided by 6 is 15. So if you're a big believer in the packs and want to save obviously a lot of money investing into the packs, then Blooming Waters, proving just math, guys, is a great way to go right now. You're saving nearly $3, and that's a lot. I mean, if you really add that up, that's $3 a pack, bro, not $3, whatever you want to call it. So I think Blooming Waters is why people are turning to this product, because instead of, spending so much on booster bundles, and I get it, booster bundles are great pickups, I'm not saying they're not, but, in just terms of using math and common sense, Blooming Waters is seeing a good gain. Guys, we're officially seeing it pass almost 140 to nearly $150 on the road to that. Again, if we go back to my announcements prediction, I explicitly said that Blooming Waters is going to be hitting around 160 in the month of September. And I think on how things are foreshadowing and predicting, that's on the track of happening. And you might be saying, well, Pokesucks, every announcement you make, bro, is going to be accurate because, you know, I mean, it's a bull market. Everything's going to go up. Guys, that's actually complete BS because if you look at other products, which let me think of one that sort of didn't do that so I can prove that it's not just complete BS on what I state. Okay, I got a great example. Black Bolt, right? Let's look at the Pokemon Center ETB. We've seen every other Pokemon Center ETB skyrocket. Guys, this has not yet moved, and I talked about how this was a great buy. Not in this video, my last video. And if I would have said this would be a great buy in August, and I was completely off, then that looked like bad on me because guess what? I was wrong, and my prediction was a little bit off. Now, I'm going to give you, your hand 90% of the time. Everything usually does go up, but there's still a few products that don't yet move. And if you could sort of analyze, foreshadow what's happening, I think, and I'll be coming back to this prediction 1 month from now, that Black Bolt, White Flare, Pokemon Center ETBs are going to have a massive pump in September. Why do I think that? Well, every other Pokemon Center ETB is having a massive pump nearly at the end of August. So just using common sense, guys, and foreshadowing, that's all this stuff is. That's how I get these predictions, bro. If every other Pokemon Center ETB was skyrocketing near the end of August, I think that this stuff will eventually pick up and people will start turning their wallets to this stuff. Now, going back to 151, again, Blooming Waters is just the one that sticks out to me. Of course, guys, the Elite Trainer Box, the UPC, everything else is a great buy if you can afford that. But we're starting to see a lot of gain right now in those products. I do want to do a quick review, talk about Brilliant Stars. So I still think Brilliant Stars is a great buy. Yes, I do. The reason I haven't talked about this, guys, just in my past few videos is just due to the fact that I just got tired of talking about it because I've talked about this for almost a year straight, however long this channel has been out for. I've been talking about this every single video. So I took a little bit of a break, and coming back to it, guys, prices are still the same. We had a massive pump within Brilliant. If we zoom in on the graph right here, nearly in the mid-month of August, guys, we saw this surged all the way to 520, and then we're starting to slowly see it maintain that price point. I think Brilliant Stars, if you're looking for the long-term growth, still has a lot of potential. I would still recommend the Pokemon Center ETB. Still really passionate about that product, and of course the Umbreon. These two really stick out to me, and the Sylveon if you want to add that on. Everything else is completely also a solid purchase, but I think if you really want to have the 5x gain instead of the 2x gain, then the Brilliant Stars, Pokemon Center ETB, and the Umbreon VMAX are great plays. We also, guys, do have celebrations. Celebrations, a lot of people are starting to talk about it again. If you guys are looking on YouTube, including myself, I'm starting to talk about celebrations because if we zoom in on the Elite Trainer Box, for example, we go to the past month, it's trailing down 15%, indicating, a sell-off right now that's going on in the celebrations market. And congratulations to everyone who bought the Gold Mew. If you guys know, you know. But back to what I was saying about celebrations, I think if we sort of plan this out correctly, if you guys do not know yet, we had the official reveal of Phantasmal Flames with the Elite Trainer Box, the Booster Box, and this is releasing November 14th, I believe. And I think if we could push, 2-3 more sets out, we're eventually going to run into the 30th anniversary set. So if you guys want to stay on top of things and really be part of a massive gain in the market right now, then I think picking up celebrations, if that's the regular Elite Trainer Box, if that's the Gold Mew, if that's the Celebrations Pokemon Center ETB, I think these are great plays. Just keep in mind, you have to be patient with celebrations right now. We had a really good pump with it. I believe it was in July or June. One of those 2 months, celebrations took off, and it's slowed down. It came down, obviously, in the month of September. Probably will come down because that thing went really, really high. But I think if you could sort of plan it out correctly, guys, when 30th anniversary comes out, celebrations is definitely going to get another slap in the face, and it's probably going to go probably up another 200%. Now, I'm not kidding when I say that to you, because that's sort of what happens when, a set gets released, if that makes sense. And lastly, to end off this video, guys, I'll be talking about the Legendary Warriors Premium Collection. I got someone ask me in the Discord saying, Pokestocks, is this a good buy? I was looking at this, 14 packs of Sword and Shield for $115. Honestly speaking, guys, I sort of forgot this product existed, so thank you. I'll give the credit. Who was that? Shit, I might not be able to find it, bro. 58 new messages. Okay. Because I'm in streamer mode, I cannot show the names, but that's who he is. Guys, honestly speaking, Legendary Warriors might be a good pickup. I mean, I'm not saying to pick up 10 copies of these, but like if you could sort of look inside. Now here, this is where I don't like things, because what TCG player shows and what people can show could be very off. because the packs cannot be 1000% accurate, but let's just take it as they are, right? Let's just say this is actually what comes inside the box. If you can zoom in, which unfortunately you can't, but that's Silver Tempest, Lost Origin, Astral Radiance, Brilliant Stars. So honestly, not too bad, guys, in terms of the packs. Sort of the last 4 sets of the Sword and Shield era, which are doing astronomically well right now and very good quality. I think for $115, you're paying nearly what? If let's do our quick math. 115 divided by 14. That's around $8.20 a pack, guys, for every single box in here. And then if you were to like look up Lost Origin, price to pack ratio, Brilliant Stars, Silver Tempest, whatever, I believe they actually come out to that price, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower. But I think this is a good play. Kind of underrated, guys, under the radar, under the table right now. So if you want to pick this up, might be a solid time to do so. Where do I see this heading long term? I think this is going to head long term in terms of, guys, of just the price to pack ratio, right? If Lost Origin is worth 15, then that box is going to be gaining $15 in value. Common sense. There's really nothing truly special about it. Again, just like Blooming, just like Sea and Sky, just like Prismatic, you're buying those massive collection boxes, guys, for the packs inside. Same premise here, same thought mind. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope all of you guys did learn something and take something away. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.